Welcome to RACSINFOTECH. Guys, in this session, I'm going to explain related to Oracle SID. I got a couple of questions on Oracle database SID related especially. Somebody asked like, can we change Oracle SID? So if it is yes, answer is yes, then how? And somebody asked why we need to change Oracle SID and which scenarios we are going to change Oracle SID. And then how to change Oracle SID. These are all the different questions which I received from the preview, like my students and some other colleagues and all. So why we need to change Oracle SID? Suppose in your environment, somebody has been newly created environment. By mistakenly, they kept database name is different and SID name is different. That is fine, absolutely fine, no issues. Okay, we can keep SID is different name and database name is different name. That is fine. But normal practice, if you want to identify specific database name, uh, suppose it's a dev database, dev DB. If you put test SID name, you put test SID. At that time, anybody like somebody joined newly, and that is a confusion, right? For that purpose only, we are going to keep SID name and database name is same. So I have I have one query I have one session like where I have one of in my development instance, demo instance, my instance name is testdb. Okay, this is SID instance name. If you want to see echo dollar Oracle underscore SID testdb. Okay, but my database name is devdb. By mistakenly or intentionally, one of my colleague has been kept the SID name and the database name is different. But in real time in the companies, if client has been seeing this and he asked us to change the SID itself, make it as a devdb instead of testdb. That is one scenario. And somebody is having, can we make SID is different name and database name is different name? Absolutely yes, no problem. Okay, let us jump to our session. So how we are going to change SID? We are not touching Oracle database name. Here it is no, devdb is my database name. Okay, what is database? Database is all your physical storage files, control files, redo log files, online redo logs, password file, archive logs, etc. All are your database related files that we call it as a database. What is instance? It's a combination of memory plus background processes like SGA components and background processes. Okay, SID we call it as instance name also, right? Instance and SID both are system identity number. Clear? Let's see. Now I'm going to change only the SID. I'm not going to touch database name. Okay, we can do both at once also. That I'll make it another session, but in this session I'm going to change only SID. So for that prerequisites, we need to take a backup of the database. If it is a real time and you are going to perform this activity, now we are doing a test environment, so I'm not going to take anything. I already have a backups and all, so I'm not going to take this. All complete full backup you have to take, including your archive logs, SP files, control files, everything. Okay, then only we need to take some of the configuration files like bash profile and sp file or p file, whichever you are using in your environment. Take that backup of that, right? That is important one. Okay, these are all the prerequisites. Then let me take this backup. I'll show you how to take the backup of bash profile and sp file or p file. So in my system, which parameter file I'm using? Let me check. Show parameter p file. DB is not running, no problem. I have show parameter. Sorry, here. Parameter p file. So my database is using SP file. It is saying, right, parameter file, server parameter file. So I have to take the backup of this file. How we are going to take the backup? We need to create p file equal to home dev vara dot devdb dot any name we can make it. Okay, that is not like there is no standards for understanding purpose only. So I'm taking the backup of the SP file. SP file we cannot read it. So if you want to read this, you have to convert this SP file to P file. From where I'm going to create? From SP file. SP file. Okay, there is a spell. Okay. Open error, unable to open text file. Clear, no? I have selected different one. Show. Let me check the status of the database. Select name, comma, open underscore more from the database. Yes, database is up and running. Create P file equal to. We have to mention the location where our P file needs to be. Dev.vara home location. I mentioned that. Okay, I might not have the privilege for that. Vara dev db.vara from SP file. This could be, I don't have an authorized to write something inside of my home file, like this home directory is having, that could be a privilege. Once I have, this is my home path where I logged into the server, OS user. That is where I could able to create it. If you want to see whether the file has been created or not, yes, it is. Okay, I have the backup of that file. Next one is bash profile. I need to take the backup, and then I need to shut down the DB. Let me shut down, and then I'll take the bash profile backup later also. Shut immediate. So this is our existing database name, devdb, and SID is testdb, where it is. Even I'll show you in the OS level as well for this. These many parameter files we are having. Clumsy. Instead of seeing something, don't overlook on these things. Yeah, this is our existing test DB. This is our instance name. Now our SID name, we call it as this. I'm going to change this one. This is our database name. Okay, this is old one. Now I'm going to take a duplicate session of that. I'll show you the SID, Oracle underscore SID is testdb. I'm going to change this testdb to devdb. Okay, now I'm going to take P file backup. Okay, P file is a hidden file. If you want to see the hidden files, you have to use A, LSFNLTR, A. This dot, starting with the dot, the file name, we call it as a hidden files. Okay, copy dot bash underscore profile. I'm going to take a backup, bash underscore profile underscore today's data. Today I make it. I already taken the backup. So DB is down. I have stopped my DB. Let me check. Yes, it is down. So I'm going to up. Backup is done. Bash profile I have taken the backup, and SP file I have taken. Mine is SP file. So I have created in the P file. Now I have shut it down the database. Now I'm going to update the SID which I want from testdb to devdb. And I need to update this in bash profile, vara tab entries, and then I'll start this database. For that, I need to copy the parameter file into Oracle home DBS location. Whatever I took the backup, right? That file. Otherwise, it will, when you are trying to start, it will try to read the SID should be there, your init.var. I'll show you right away. Okay. Now I have taken the backup of the bash file with the today's date. Now I'm going to update my bash file. So in bash file, what we need to change? We need to change the SID. Instead of testdb, we are make it devdb. That's it, nothing much. You don't need to change anything. We are not changing the database or unique name, anything. Okay, save it. Check the bash profile devdb correct. No? Then var tab. var tab, we are having this SID instance name testdb. I'm going to update that vi/etc var tab. So instead of test, the devdb I am making. Then save it. To save wq, save and quit. Clear? Now it is like testdb. I have updated to devdb. Then what we need to do? I have taken the updated the bash profile and var tab. Need to create a p file. Why? Because see, in our Oracle home DBS location, we are having SP file, right? If I want to try to start, it will start with this test init testdb.var. Testdb is the previous SID. So it should not start from this. Okay, I'm moving this file. Okay. Now, not required. Anything. It's a test. No, we can make it that. And SP file also, it will not read it. From where I took the backup? I took the backup of SP file, home location Oracle today.var. Okay, this one I took. At the time, okay, it is matching. So now I'm going to copy this to Oracle home location. See, I'm copying that file from that location to Oracle home DBS location with the name. And which name I'm going to copy? That one, init devdb.var. Okay. Now init devdb.var. Why? Because we have changed the dev like SID name. For that, we have this is the naming conversion for your parameter file. It is not a p file. Okay, that's it. Now we need to next step, backup location done, then start the DB. Okay, let me start the database as sysdb. And also we need to check whether the environment is set. Var home, it is SID, you can check testdb only. So it means environment is not set. For that, we have updated the bash profile, but we did not compile. We have updated the bash profile, but so there is no gap, no, that is where. So I have compiled the bash profile. Whatever the changes we made inside of that bash profile, without compiling, it will not update. Okay. Otherwise, you need to take a new tag at this terminal, then only automatically that bash profile will compile. Let me check now. Now see, whatever we have updated, that SID has been just now set it up. Now I am going to start the DB as sysdb. Startup. It will read the parameter file from the Oracle home DBS location. For that purpose only, I have updated the parameter file with the name of devdb instead of testdb. See, my database is open. Now check, select name, instance underscore name from $instance. See, it is devdb. What is my database name? I haven't touched my database name. Database. See, now this is previous one. Before we changed, our instance name is testdb. Database name is devdb. After we changed especially specific SID, we make it devdb and database name is same. But and post prerequisite, we need to, like as I said right before, this changes, my instance is using SP file. Now let me check the parameter file, which file it is using, P file or SP file. Show parameter P file. See, it is not reading the value. Before this, it shows me completely SP file, right? SP file location it shows. For that, we need to create this SP file from the P file which we created. Let me create it. And then we need to shut down the database, and then we need to restart the database. Let me go to the Oracle home. This is a post requisition. We need to do this. Okay. Otherwise, the SP file, whatever it is reading, no, that will not affect this. SQL plus S sysdba create SP file. Where we need to create, we want to create under Oracle home, DBS location. Naming format should be SP file, devdb.vara. From where we need to create, from P file. Why? Because the database is started with the P file, not the SP file. If it is started with the SP file, it must shows your the path, SP file path. Okay. If it is not showing the path here, means that is started with your reading your normal parameter file. Clear? So I have created the SP file. Let me shut. Okay, I'll show you one more time. I created the SP file, but parameter P file. See, it is not updated, right? To affect this, we need to shut down and next startup. It will read the SP file. Previously, it read P file. I have shut it down. I will not make anything. I will not rename or anything. Let me immediately, I'll start it. And then we will check the parameter, what value it is having. So that if it is updated means that is 100% we executed our action plan without impacting the other services. Startup. Now let me take this parameter. Show parameter file. Yeah, DB is open. See, it is updated. Now it is reading SP file. Previously, it is reading P file. Okay. This concludes our SID has been changed successfully without impact of our database name. So we can do both SID and database names also. I'll make another video for this, how to change database name. Thank you so much for watching.